Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
He shot
Kurtwood Smith, that 70s show, when he gets stoned real high on the brownies on accident. When they eat the wrong brownies, Hyde leaves out the wrong brownies, and they're all in the basement.
Is that Red? Is that Red
Kurtwood
singing
Smith,
it?
and they're all doing the round table, and he's high as shit, and he starts singing the Peter Cottontail song.
who Hyde?
Who was down there? Was it
Red.
Red.
It was Bob, Midge, Kitty, and Red. They were all doing the round table because they got into the pot brownies. Yeah,
I don't.
And he was singing that bit about Peter Cottontail.
God,
okay,
I gotta rewatch it. I gotta go through the whole season. That's
show.
a binge-worthy season.
Hey
just
guys,
like this show
write
is.
that down
absolutely.
because I'll forget. But
It's
I
the
wanna
breeze.
watch that.
Let's go.
Look at you boys over there squirming around like a bunch of worms.
That's right, guys. Hey, welcome to They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Not Thursday night, but generally we do this show every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We had a little bit of a surprise a bump in schedule, so we are doing this on Easter Sunday. It is Easter Sunday evening, about 8 p.m. Just, finally catching up for our lost time. How you guys been?
Happy Easter, everybody out
good.
there, and God bless you.
I've been good. And
I hope you had a wonderful day.
I'm glad we're doing the show tonight.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I thought we were going to go a week without it, and I was very, very upset about it.
I told you we were gonna. Yeah. As of yesterday, you still didn't think we were doing the show. I guess that was some miscommunication on my part because I was a little irritated that we had to do it, but I was still down to do it. You know what I mean?
I understand. I'm pretty slow with slide work. Jeez, Louise. I'm pretty slow with side work and at the new place. So, I don't know how I'm going to be, on my timetable schedule. So, but I'm glad we're here.
We're doing it. And guys out there, thank you for joining us. Make sure you go to Facebook and like the pages. You have our page. They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Then make sure you're liking the Is This Football, our sister podcast that comes on every Tuesday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Check out our page on YouTube, Tiger Cage Media. Make sure you subscribe to that. And if you're watching out there live, hey guys. We're just all hanging out here, little round table stuff. I just did some bullshit around the house, mainly did show prep. I had a few extra days to do it, so I was like, fuck it. Friday, Saturday night, I definitely got a little toasty, and I started going through the Legacy box stuff because we got the Legacy box back.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was pretty excited about that. Yeah, we started going. We had an issue with it. I figured that the USB drive would just plug into the back of y'all's TV and we'd be able to watch it. But the other night we had to do some streaming from my computer. I said, there's got to be a better way. So I got to work on this. So I'm proud to announce that I have officially loaded up the USB drive that's formatted with at least all the photos. And that is on the TV right now. So we can access that later after the show tonight. I will be stuck editing, unfortunately, but you guys can go have a good time with that. And so we'll be doing that. The Legacy box.
Well, it's Easter, and like I said,
check out our Facebook page because I'm already leaking a couple little photos. There's a photo of Dad drinking a PBR. He is probably 26. He has a mustache. He has some awesome little razor sharp mutton chops, little sideburns, not mutton chops, little sideburns. He is holding me. I am less than a year old. And he's got the PBR sitting there on the old couch. And so you got to make sure you check out the Facebook page because I'm going to be leaking a little bit of that family content throughout, the next month or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that picture this morning. Teresa showed it to me, and I was like, okay.
I figured you would.
If he looked at that picture, he knows who's in charge.
That's right. And I wrote a little caption, so make sure you go out there and check it out. It's all for fun. And there's some pictures of Ryan. We got all that loaded up. There's a lot of video.
There's a lot of
some
video.
of it. Some of it is some old classic stuff of Mom's Family, and some of it is some fun, family Olympics. I'm seeing all sorts of stuff I forgot about. Unfortunately, most of it was kind of lost due to decay, but we recovered a bunch of it, and I'm gonna be making that for us to watch. It's gonna be fun. So
I just wanted to I don't know. It's kind of wild to see yourself
Well, I was
2 years in, man, just like knowing, and you're like, mom and dad, they're like, you were such a happy baby. I was like, I know, man. I know.
Back
but
when
like,
it was all simple.
I wish I could just tell the little like
little buttercup.
What's
Hey,
gonna
man.
be? Hey, buddy.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
I think all you guys was just happy babies that you weren't named Pete Rose.
I mean, I was just happy. I'm still happy. I'm really happy. Yeah.
It was nice. Like I said, I didn't have to really do a whole lot of show prep or mixing and editing or anything over Friday, Saturday night. So I got a little toasty, and then I started going through these photos and kind of collecting them and grouping them as far as which kid it was kind of based around, and kind of, cleaning up the mess that was the folder that was kind of sent to me. But I started getting a little misty. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yeah?
I'm looking through some of this shit, with all family and even us as kids, just and pictures of us being little and stuff, and just been like, man, those are the good old days.
I don't
Was there
even
like a
remember
certain
Pabst Blue Ribbon making bottles in that shape.
They were like little grenades. Yeah, it was like a little
like the
grenade
old-
bottle,
yeah.
like the Mickey's
Like
bottle.
a jug,
No,
It was a little glass bottle, but it was
Like
like a
a-
little short stack, maybe like a 10 ounce or
like
like
a red stripe.
Coca-Cola bottle,
But it was
but
like
without
fat.
the indentation.
like a
in
red
the middle.
stripe. Yeah,
Like
like
a
a
red
red
stripe
stripe
bottle.
bottle.
Yep.
So
Interesting.
yeah, check
Actually,
out that
you
photo.
got brought up last night about the consistency of beer drinking and the brand of the Bre'llionaires.
I wasn't brought up
There
on
was
charges.
a conversation being had last night about the brand beers of the Bre'llionaires, and it was basically like PBR and
It's Bush, Buds, and Blue Ribbons. And that's what we do.
Exactly.
what
Exactly.
we do.
And they're like, Ryan, you'll drink PBR. I go, I know. I'm not talking shit about PBR. I go, I love it. And they go, and your dad drinks it and Remy drinks it. I go, yeah. That and Bud. Well, they're like, what is your dad? Like, honestly, what would
We
you
like
prefer?
beer that starts with B's.
Yeah, all the beers.
If you had 120 selections of beers like Death Row, it'd be Budweiser, right? I mean, legit, right?
Yeah.
Go out on the, it's the Bud
Absolutely.
Heavy. Anyways.
Yeah, the Legacy box. Yeah, there's some very fun video and
That or a 35 caliber.
anyway,
That'd
cowboy.
be quicker.
Holster your
Okay.
weapons, sir.
The question, was there a certain photo that made you missed up the most? And describe that to me.
I don't know, but there was some photos of like me and LB. Definitely me and you, Ryan. I call him LB out there if you've never heard me say that on the radio. Sorry. But yeah, there were some photos of me like holding him when he was like real little or playing with him, and definitely seeing like how like I took to him real quickly, and
And you try. And
Did it show the implant? Did it show when you
No,
took me under the knife
No,
and
but
you
he
did an
did
implant
take you.
in me?
He
When I
did
chipped
take
you?
you to
Yeah, he
Clearwater
chipped
to
me up.
the Scientology place a couple times, and I was like, "What's he trying to do?"
No, but yeah, that was fun. It was
And
fun
you're,
to
and
see.
you're like, here, Tom, John, do something.
I don't know.
You're
There was
his
a lot of photos. It was fun. It was fun to look at. That's for sure. And
I will guide him.
yeah, it was worth the money. I think.
I think, I mean, that was actually very, very sweet.
So we'll have to watch some of that and put a lot of that up on Facebook. Guys, we got a big show for you tonight. We're going to do Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. We're going to be doing U.S. states, so you definitely want to make sure you're there for that. We have Cruise Life. Duh, Cruise for Life, Retire, Cruise. What could all that be?
I just watched a
that's
documentary on behind the scenes.
I've never been on one, so we're going to talk about cruising.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna and then jury duty. We have an interesting, funny story about how a woman got out of jury duty in Florida recently.
Oh Lord!
Did she shit her pants?
Yeah, so she shit her pants. So we'll
Yeah,
be talking.
you don't watch the news.
We'll be talking about that a little bit, and then a little. Did you know that? I have some fun. Did you know that about television shows, classic shows, newer shows, a little bit in between, but some fun facts about. Did you know that? So it's Easter. I mean, Easter's not. I'm sorry, but it doesn't feel like
Well,
Easter
it's for kids, and we're not kids anymore.
yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's just like you eat some ham maybe, and other than that, it's just,
it's really.
go to
I mean,
church.
but the excitement part of it is for the little kids, you
Right.
know. But the main part, the religious part of it, is gathering with your family.
That's
know?
right. Yeah, I don't mean to slight on Jesus, but if you think about it like this, I mean, okay, so it's not during the week. It can't fall on a random day. You don't get an extra day off for it. It's just on Sunday. It's not a wild holiday where there's like generally a lot of gathering, or sometimes there are, and especially back in the day.
That's because
Not-
people have lost sight.
people have lost sight these days, and I mean,
it's Hallmark, dude. It's just a way to make money.
Well, no,
it is though. I mean, well, no, but
on the business side, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you do have.
You should have
Easter candies and things.
You should have those certain days where nothing's open.
I don't know.
They're with their families.
Right. There shouldn't be baskets or gifts at all, right?
No, that's fine. Buy them on Saturday.
Well, yeah. I mean, when the kids are little and you got to do the egg hunt, I understand that. And there is one of those videos on the Legacy box of an egg hunt. So.
The Janowickis down for the Easter one year,
I mean,
and they had the pool table lined up with all those freaking gifts. That was the sweetest.
I have fond memories of the Easter stuff, but I mean, it was just all. I mean, what was it really, other than a bunch of candy and little cap guns or what the hell else, or bouncy ball paddles, or and just,
whatever you can figure out to buy.
Just dumb little shit to keep the kids occupied for a day, doing the dumb little Easter egg hunt, and everybody's running around in pastel colors, looking ridiculous. People, get their hair all teased up, and especially in some of the photos I was looking at, anyway. But you know what I mean?
I had a few.
Our work wasn't closed. I just happened to be off on Sunday, but you still worked.
I worked.
So.
I had.
But to that point, like 15, 20 years ago, those businesses probably would have been closed.
For sure. Actually,
when the country was more religious, when the country
was 20 years ago is not that long ago. We've not lived down here that long.
One of my tables,
some of them would have been closed.
One of my tables, they're like at the very end. I probably had 5 or 6 tables or whatever, but it's like one of them at the very end was like, "Thank you for being open," and I just didn't even think about it, And I was like, "Oh, is there a lot of places?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we tried this place, that place." Out of the 6 or 7 tables I had, I saw only one pray. I think that I would have expected to see that a little bit more, right?
Probably not. I mean, though, in this day and age,
yeah, maybe not out in public, but they did it, and I was like,
I surely don't see it in general as much as I used to praying at tables, but. Yeah, I mean,
but I was stoked for it. I was like, that's
and I'm sure
great.
Churches. I mean, like churches probably do like big celebrations, big day things.
They did.
Yeah,
we were going.
Yeah.
We're
if there's anyone out there, any pastors or fathers or any of the like sisters, anyone in the holy cloth. Out there listening to, and I know there's a lot of you out there listening to They Call Us a Breeze. You want to just email in and let us know exactly how lit it is around church on Easter. What kind of activities you guys do.
What are your rituals? You know what I mean?
There's been times, growing up, and Mom will tell you in her lifetime,
we grew up Catholic
down there,
and
they lived close to the church, so they were probably down there all the time, on holidays, but. And let's see, we kind of used to go to one in Dayton when I was a little kid all the time with the parents and everything. And then when we moved out in the country.
Right, yeah.
And being Catholic, there was not too many Catholic churches out that way.
Yeah, there might be a small little one-room building if
it was
there
like
was.
outside of, town of Dayton, and because we bought horses and stuff, so we were.
Loves horses.
Sorry, go on.
And that's fine that you sing in that tone. I won't slap you for it.
Have you seen those creepy photos of the old Easter bunnies back in the 60s?
Some of those things,
the 70s,
and
they
like
just
the costumes,
look like they're
some of the kids' costumes where the kids have like little Easter bunny costumes with the plastic fucking flat.
It is the
mask.
scariest shit I've ever seen in my whole life.
Remember those Halloween costumes with real thin, bright. Metallic
rayon material,
and then that plastic mask with the rubber
band, the string behind it, and these kids look fucking freaky.
Yeah,
man.
I bet back in the 50s you're like, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah, and the Easter bunnies that
in the 60s
nobody's gonna top this.
In the 60s and 70s, it was still acceptable.
Well, when you look at
I don't exactly remember what it went to the other.
Just like the Disney costumes that were back then in the original Anaheim Walt Disney, Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
Disneyland.
Some of the creepiest looking costumes. This is because this is before the invent of the technology, some of the styrofoam technology and things they needed to make these costumes really pop
latex
and be
it's so hot.
Layer of latex.
So a lot of this stuff was just fucking cloth upon cloth, and maybe some wire if they were lucky to try to pose something.
Yeah, like you're building a Rose Bowl parade float.
So all the characters just look like the character today, but just melted with a lighter slightly. You know what I mean?
They're like you're in Winnie
I mean, you can put shit on your face and off your face and create whatever.
They're like you're in Daffy Duck today. Fuck, it's like gonna be 95 to. I was Goofy yesterday, and you had
that one the Widowmaker.
You had me Goofy the day before. Why don't we?
I'm going back to Australia. I told my parents this would be a bad idea.
That's right.
I'm going back.
Horrible idea.
I quit. I quit.
All right, well, guys, it's They Call Us the Breeze. We do have a large show. Not a king-size show, but still a large show because we're already a quarter of a way in, right? You know, I think so.
Quarter.
Yeah. So we got 3/4 of a show left for you. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is Tiger Cage Media. And, there it is. This is episode 39, man. We're almost on our way to 40.
40.
It's 40. They say it's
you
40.
are too.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting closer and closer.
You're on your way to 40.
Well, we're gonna take a little break.
Come on, I'll show you the way.
I
guys.
need to grab it. No,
Adam,
don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you.
Diverse Fox.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage.
On Easter Sunday, happy Easter to each and every one of you
generally,
out there, and your 10,000 friends you're going to talk to us.
Exactly.
About.
Generally, we do this on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on YouTube, but a little change of plans tonight. So thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate it. Ryan, what's up?
I was about to say we're kind of still, you came in like the breeze.
Yeah.
But on a Sunday evening.
Summer breeze.
Yeah. By Seals and Crofts.
Well, that would be toward the end of the summer.
Makes me feel fine.
That would be in the fall, right?
All right. Well, guys, it's They Call Us the Breeze. It is episode 39. It is segment number 2. You know what that means, Dad? There's no escaping it. Ryan, there's no escaping it. And Dad is only 1 point behind. You guys are well over the 100 mark. Dad has 102 points. Ryan has 103 points. It's a little something we like to call celebrity birthdays. What do you guys say? You want to get to it?
Happy birthday!
Let's go.
Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
All right, guys. Well, it is celebrity birthdays. Like I said, Dad is only down 1 point. You guys are well over the 100 mark.
I think we just need to parlay this into 200.
We're into, new territory. Yeah, exactly.
And,
make it more interesting. Maybe
if it
2
comes down
Chick-fil-A
to
trays,
like
right?
a year and a half, and we're like real close. Maybe what we might try to do is we'll eliminate the other 6 players in the game and we'll split the pot.
All right, there are no 6 other players, but okay, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Idea,
Everything
right?
is totally fine. Yes, that's great, Mike. You did a great job, buddy. It's time for birthdays. Let's do it. Ryan, you are up the point still, so Dad has to go first. The very first birthday we have for you tonight, and these are birthdays from Thursday, by the way, because tonight, Sunday, was Slim Pickens, and I already had the birthdays designed for Thursday before I knew we were going to be booted, so deal with it, guys. All right, here we go. First birthday we have for you. Still alive, one of the queens of country music, Miss Loretta Lynn.
And it's me first, right?
It is you first, yeah.
I'm going to say she's definitely older than Dolly Parton.
Definitely older than Dolly Parton, you say? Okay.
And so I'm going to have to guess that she's probably 80.
You say 80.
83.
83 is what you say.
83.
Okay. Ryan, what do you say?
86.
Ryan says 86. Ryan's going to get it. She's actually 90 years old
Jesus
today.
Christ.
Yep, she's still alive, 90 years old, still kicking, still doing her thing.
That's a well-earned point. That's a
Fuck with modern technology, Mike. You could do anything.
Now, speaking of Dolly Parton.
And if you could fuck with modern technology, you could sound a little more like Adam Sandler.
Speaking of Dolly Parton, I saw online someone had a photo of her live in concert, and they said, I was at a Dolly Parton show recently, and some dude yelled from the crowd, Dolly, I love you. And she said, without skipping a fucking beat, she goes, I love you too, but I told you to wait in the trunk. And everybody just went fucking nuts.
I heard that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
I believe
if that really happened, that shows what kind of comedic wit
she knows
has.
what she's doing. All right, guys, next birthday we have up for you. Very talented. One of the stars of a couple of my favorite movies. I wear the T-shirt all the time for one of them. But he was also in Weird Science. He was in The Breakfast Club. He's been in several John Hughes films. He was in Freddy Got Fingered. He had that little bit of a cameo in Freddy Got Fingered. I'm running a little bit blank.
The agent, yeah.
I'm running a little bit blank on all the stuff he's been in, but I mean, Dad would definitely remember it from back in the 80s. He was one of the high school kid actors, Mr. Anthony Michael Hall.
I have no idea, but
Breakfast
if it was
Club.
When I think of Breakfast Club, I think of Emilio Estevez and all those guys, right?
Yep, Emilio Estevez.
I feel like I should let him take a quick glimpse.
So let's see. Well,
I get to go first.
Well, Ryan gets to go first, yes.
So he'd had to be right. Okay, who was the oldest? Was Charlie Sheen in that too?
No. Nope.
Emilio Estevez.
Who was the oldest?
Judd
Nelson, maybe.
Judd Nelson.
You think he was the oldest?
Probably of the kids, yeah, probably. He was probably the oldest one. He was like the badass one, John Bender.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to say he's probably 60 years old.
60?
Yeah.
All right, Dad, what do you say, bud?
Yeah, we'll go with 61.
You're going to go 61? Ryan's going to get it again. He is actually 54.
Nice.
54.
Nice.
Apparently, I ain't never going to win this.
Looking like a true Janowicki out here.
He really does.
Yeah, it looked like a true Janowicki. All right, third birthday. That's 2 points for Ryan, Dad. You're going to need a little double bubble just to keep where we were at.
I need to start picking the questions.
There's a little sweep coming.
All
right. We need to have our
Next executive
producer pick the questions. That would be more fair.
Next birthday we have for you comes up on literally almost every single episode of this show. Always Sunny, writer, creator, Rob McElhenney.
God knows how old those people are on that side of the set.
So Always Sunny. No, I mean he's also in the show. His name is Mac. He plays Mac, and if you've ever watched the show, he's the one with the slick back hair and he usually always has cut off sleeves.
And remember that we said the longest running.
But he's one of the four of them.
And they're about on
53. I don't know.
Right. Dad says 53. Ryan, what do you say?
Idea.
44.
Ryan almost gets the double bubble. He is 45.
I was going to go 45.
Happy birthday to you, Mac. All right.
Sorry, Mac.
Fourth birthday, second to last birthday. I think Dad might have a little bit better of an advantage on this one. You tried to name all three of us. Huh. It's his birthday today.
Is it really?
Pete Rose.
God bless you.
I got to go first.
Pete Rose. Ryan has to go first.
Oh, how old is he?
Yeah. I'm going to say he is. If you watched him when you were young, he was probably in his 20s, you're in your 60s, he's 83.
Ryan's going to guess 83, Dad.
That's really, really close. I'm going to go 82 because I think
one of us got that bubble, baby.
If I saw he turned 80, and he may have, and I'm going to, but I'm going to go with the 81, bubble. Right?
No, you said 82.
What'd you say?
83.
Okay, 82, yeah.
1 point away from a double bubble. Dad gets it. He is 81.
Oh.
I don't remember seeing him be 80 yet much.
Happy birthday,
but he's
Pete
not
Rose.
in the news anymore.
It's if you would have lost that one, I don't think.
All right, last and final celebrity birthday we have for you tonight. Last and final celebrity birthday we have for you tonight. See if Dad can maybe get a double bubble to at least tie the game. Raymond's older big brother, Mr. Brad Garrett.
What?
From Everybody Loves Raymond, Mr. Brad Garrett.
Oh, his brother?
The older brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's almost like an Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, Brad Garrett. What was the name of the character from Everybody Loves Raymond?
I don't. His brother? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Frank or something, was it?
What did he do? Was he a psychiatrist or something? Or what?
Oh, I forget.
What was his gig?
I forget what his gig was.
Yeah, so.
But then he's in like a bunch of other movies,
But
playing
Brad
like an
Garrett.
Italian, like very typecasted. Like,
And that show was on for a while, right?
Oh, yeah.
So he had to be in his 50s when he got that gig, wouldn't you say? He was already gray.
depends on
Or
how
late 40s anyway.
I'm gray.
Late 40s, I know, okay, late 40s though. He wasn't, he wasn't 32 or 31.
Well, maybe he
Jeez,
was.
Dad.
Maybe he was.
No, he wasn't.
All right. Well, what do you say, man?
I would think he's probably, I think he's older than I am.
All right.
Or right at my age.
Okay.
Well, let's go with 62.
You're gonna go with 62, Ryan. What do you say?
When I'm 64.
You say when I'm 64.
Beatles. I probably lost again.
Dad gets a double bubble.
Oh my goodness! And he comes in.
Brad Garrett is 62, man.
Happy birthday!
Tied the game. You each get 3 tonight.
Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
They're not even watching.
I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised.
Hey, did you see when Rory McIlroy he holed out at the Masters and then Morikawa did it right after? Literally in the same grouping on 18, and they both hold out. They're like they just celebrated. So that's what I just felt like. Even though you came back, that was a sweet comeback, and congratulations. Who's gay?
Oh, got him. Little denial right there, guys. They call us the Breeds. That was celebrity birthdays, man. Proud of both of you guys. Dad pulling it out at the end.
Good job.
Pulling out my ass.
That's right. Speaking of pulling it out at the end, I had a fucking crisis the other day before I was going to work on Friday. I was trying to get ready, and a half hour before I was like, I'm going to trim my beard up a little bit. It's getting a little bushy, right? So I have those, the fucking Braun clippers, the beard trimmers, and you got to plug those things in and charge them. Fun thing about my bathroom, Jules, is the damn socket in my bathroom, I guess, doesn't work, so I got to charge it in the kitchen.
You have one electrical outlet in your bathroom, in your
Easy
rental
for you to say.
in your rental apartment,
Easy for you to say.
and that
yes.
does not work.
And it doesn't work, yeah.
Why is that?
It
no.
worked before, but I guess something recently, it doesn't work now. I don't know. So I had this thing charging, right, for 2 hours, okay? And it's about a half hour before I need to get in the shower for work. So I go to do the beard trimming, which is a messy process, man. If you're trimming that thing back, there's little hairs flying everywhere.
I know.
You have to shave. You have to shave definitely before you get in the shower because you got to shower all that bullshit off of you. I go to do the fucking thing, and I start, and I get one whole side, right? And I'm cutting off about half of its length, okay? And I get up one side, and I'm going up, and I hear it start to get, like, dull. Mm-hmm. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And the goddamn battery dies.
It starts pulling hairs instead of cutting them.
It just completely stops. And I'm like, oh, my God, I don't have fucking
Halfway
time.
through, right?
I don't have time for this right now.
You had to work?
Not even halfway through.
You had to go into work?
I was 30 minutes out from getting in the shower. So, okay, something's wrong here. I'll go plug it in. I'll get an extension cord and I'll plug it in so I can use it this model does not allow you to use it while it's being plugged in. It doesn't turn on while it's plugged into the wall. So I literally have to stop what I'm doing and charge it for a little more. So I'm like, okay, I can probably do this. I'll just take a quicker shower. I'll do a quicker hair. I'll do a quicker shave, everything else. I'll wait another 10, 15 minutes. I'll let this thing charge up. Maybe it's just a fluke. Something's going wrong. Get it up. Sounds great. Start doing the other side of my face.
Nice.
It dies immediately. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not shaving my face. I'm not shaving my beard.
I have the
with
answer
a
for
straight
you
razor.
right here. I have the answer for you right
No,
here.
listen. So I'm talking about my beard, bud.
No
beard. So So I can't shave my. So I'm like, okay, do I have to shave my face because I cannot go into work looking like this? Absolutely not. And I don't have time to go to a goddamn store and buy one and charge it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm fucked here. So I'm literally at this point, I'm texting somebody at work, and I'm like, I'm probably going to be about 15, 20 minutes late. I go outside for a cigarette. I charge the motherfucker. I've got like little pieces of hair all over me. I'm freaking out.
At least you're conscious about how you show up to work.
Well, no, I'm not, dude. I'm not going to go in with like.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my lord! So I'm sitting here trying to race against the clock to try to get shit done, you know. And yeah, it was a goddamn nightmare. I eventually got it all pretty much done. I wasn't able to access the straight part to do the bottom of my beard so I had to do that with the fucking razor, and that was terrible. That took forever because that's a lot of hair to get in your razor. I don't care if you have 4 or 5 fucking blades.
Constantly flicking it out.
You gotta get all that shit.
It was a terrible. What do you think about? Actually, next time I come over, I'll go straight steel razor. I'll help you.
Yeah, that was my beard fiasco the other day. That was terrible.
Beard stories.
Nope. I actually used to keep one. Did I have a beard in that picture?
Nope. You had a mustache.
Mustache. I mean, you kind of
I always had a mustache.
Well.
But there for a while, I'd run one like that, you know. But I'd keep it trimmed real close to the face.
Right.
I mean, you could see it, but it didn't make me warm or anything, and I had their irritating, so I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if there's anyone out there listening that
knows
a rep
issue.
from Sharper Image or anything, send our boy
do you guys
give me some trials.
That's gonna work.
Give me some demos.
That wear beards all the time? Do you put anything on it? Like, you know, you have
there's beard balm,
and then you have
on my beard.
Mom has shampoo. We have the shampoo, and then Mom uses conditioner on her hair or whatever.
I do a balm on my beard.
And I never did, but
generally,
no. I shampoo my beard. I just shampoo when I shampoo my hair. I shampoo my beard.
No, you don't put anything.
And when it's a little thicker, when I do get out of the shower, I comb it all down immediately so that it's not too puffy and squirrely. And then usually when you comb it down when it's still kind of damp, it's good.
Take a towel, rub it, and try to.
It's kind of annoying, but you know.
If we go to the playoffs, are you gonna grow it out?
Hey, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for anybody.
That's why I just trimmed, because we're about 8 games out, maybe 2 weeks max from going into the playoffs, and I never trim during the playoffs.
Do you think that they'll let me, even if it grows in like?
No, you
stupid?
can't. You can't grow shit.
Oh, you can't grow it. You already have to have it, even if it's for the playoffs.
I always have 2 bare spots, like right here.
If you can't grow it, they're not going to let you grow like some patchy bullshit.
Yeah, but Vinny LeCavier, he tried to grow his freaking playoff beard, and it grew in. But he's also Vinny LeCavier.
Yeah, it's also Vinny LeCavier. One thing I want to mention before we go into halftime.
Before we break for this, if you guys want to email me, I do have a. I came up with a topical cream that will fill in the bald spots of where you can't grow beards.
Okay, we'll get into that later for sure. Right. Before we go to the break, though, I do want to talk about this cruise life story. Now, I've never been on a cruise, but I saw this story. Did you, Dad, on your smart news?
Where these people live on it?
Yeah, they're totally living. They're going to live on it.
They don't work for it?
No, they're just retiring. They did the numbers on what it would cost daily to retire,
and they live on it. I didn't read it, but it's on my smart.
See, I've never been on a cruise. Have you been on a cruise?
Bold.
Yeah, but just down to the Bahamas and back.
But maybe 2-3 days,
2 nights, 3 days.
That's what I took.
3 nights, 4 days.
You did the same thing.
I did the exact same.
So
cruise
what was your experience with it?
Well, we just it was fun, you know. Bill bought it for us because when him and Elizabeth were living with us for a little while when they came down early, you know, and so him and
just did a little drinking. Any good live music or anything?
Yeah, all of it. I mean, everything. And then
good food.
Yes, absolutely. And then if you go and once you dock, you go in the Bahamas. You dock where they call us. Straw market or whatever,
right?
Or,
some sort of outdoor market thing.
Right at the
port,
and all kinds of shit, you know. And obviously, as soon as you get down to Gangplank, there's
all sorts of
20 or
vendors,
20 or 30,000 marijuana dealers. I want to sell you joints.
Yes,
hell yeah.
But no, it was cool, you know. And then you just pissed around down there, walked around. They have casinos on,
but the boat itself had some fun
you
shit.
know, I mean. Yeah, it was small, and it was a short cruise. I met a guy, and Bill bought it for us after, you know, him and Anita decided to move down here. So it was like a year after they were here is when we
about 1991.
And redeemed it. And
did they have drink?
And there was a
did
guy,
they have drink packages yet?
No,
they
you
had
paid for
drink
your own drink.
packages
I'm
on
not sure
ours.
there are. I don't know.
So how was yours, Ryan?
But anyway, there was a guy from Cincinnati, Ohio, that worked for a television station younger than us, even.
And he was on the same cruise?
Yeah, and I go, and because we want to have dinner, or we were in this one area, and so you just talk to people that you're right next to, right?
Yeah. Dining or whatever else, yeah.
Yeah, I work for whatever television station. I'm a cameraman from whatever television station in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I do a lot of the Reds games and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So
you had plenty to say.
I can't remember I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so we went for Pete's bachelor party. We had to divert a little bit, so it was all of us. It was 12 of us, and we went out. The boys went out, and it's fun, right? But you get the drinking packages. So drinking packages, you get 12 drinks a day. Okay. So after the first day, though, you are completely done. Then you go second day, and then you're like, third day, you're like, can I even get 12 down? Of course, you can get 12 down.
Of course,
and then
come on.
Fourth day, you're like, I'm going to get the
man.
rest of it. But I don't know, man. Look, Bill Burr. He says on Conan, and I think it's the best. He talks about like how you would end up if you needed to shave off some people on this earth. What would you do? Some people that you would get rid of. And
Well,
he goes,
just to, weed out the weak.
Weed out. He goes,
the weaklings,
You know what I'd do, Conan? I'd sing cruise ships. He goes, because you'd get 3,000 to 3,500 a whack, and they're not the greatest people. Because, like, dude, cruise ships, I mean, it's fun, but it's just like
I've never been on one because
gnarly, dude. Like
I've never been on one because like I can go on vacation pretty much anywhere that I can do like resort style stuff. The biggest thing for me
is wild though when you're out at sea and you just honestly look around and that's absolutely
my biggest
nothing around.
That's my biggest
thing.
thing.
That is the coolest part
hold up. We got to get to it. My biggest thing is I don't like to be out in the middle of nowhere and not be able to leave whenever the fuck I want to. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, dude, you're there. You are succumbed to.
But real quick before we get to the break, we got to talk about this couple that's fucking doing this shit. They figured out somehow that they're going to retire on a cruise ship, which kind of sounds badass because there's all sorts of entertainment. There's all sorts of whatever. And if you figure it out.
I mean, it's cool.
And if you're not paying for, like, let's say rent anywhere or a house payment or anything like that, or property tax.
Well, if you're good at blackjack, you might be able to afford a living.
Yeah, hopefully, like.
Well, yeah, and you would make your.
I mean, there's card
especially
decks.
if there's gambling, yeah.
But
also there, the lady, it's a 53-year-old. She's retiring, and her and her husband Richard. The lady's name, I don't have the lady's name, but they're the Burks, I guess is their name.
Yep.
They're retiring out on the ocean. She's only 53, but she's been doing the work, and she figured out that basically like every day it's about $89 a day for each of them, and
to live.
Yeah, exactly.
And normal life.
And their retirement, they have money for about $100 per day, $135 if they want to like spend on something special or save up for something special. So she just did the math and she's like, "Fuck this, dude. Let's just literally leave our place."
You saved me from reading it now.
Yeah. So that's the thing. They already have. She said they already have about 86 days. I think it is 86 whole days booked out. They have it all figured out. They know where they're going. They're going like Mexico, Costa Rica. They're gonna sail up to Canada. They're gonna go to Alaska, to Japan.
86 days is.
Are they not planning on doing this for the rest of their life, though?
No, I think. I mean, they said for the time being, and I read other articles that spawned from this article that had other people that have kind of done the same thing. There was this kid that was basically or this guy right now that works from home because of the pandemic, and he's just
but you have to pay for your food, right?
Well,
no.
If you get like food packages and everything, like
it's all there.
Especially there's like frequent cruiser discounts.
Got a small room, you can't entertain anybody. But
this lady says she's stacking stacks on stacks on stacks on discounts because of her frequent sailing.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
it's even working out.
I'm gonna
better
have to
in her
read
favor.
that then.
So that's what I was thinking, Dad. You might want to check that out, man, because that sounds pretty cool. Shit, if we could get a little a
little
comedy act going on, a little magician comedy act, we could get on the cruise
Sell
and
the
live
house.
on the
Yeah,
cruise.
I like that.
Just stick all the money in the
Form
bank
a family band. Guys, they call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're going to take a little halftime break, but don't go anywhere because we still have some Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire coming up right after the break. So, Ryan, what do you say, bud?
See you guys in a minute.
Yeah, Mike?
Sounds like the Partridge Family to me.
All right, let's do it, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye. Well, hey guys, welcome
I wish you
back.
can just keep playing that, man.
Oh yeah, that's a good track. Yeah, make sure you go back and check that out, guys. Bandcamp.com.
We need to put that up on the
anytimerecords.bandcamp.com. You go to the Melbourne link. That's me and Ryan's solo record there. That's some fun stuff. Anyway, guys, this is episode 39 of They Call Us the Breeze, and we have another
big 40, man.
Another episode of Bre'llionaire for you tonight. We're gonna see if Dad can do it. He's won twice in his career, I believe, if I remember correctly. I think you've won twice, or at least you've been helped to win twice.
I think Joe won. He still ain't
you've
got
only
his
won
check.
once. You've only won once.
Joe never got his check yet.
Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah. But yeah, so tonight we've done all sorts of things. We've done, U.S. presidents. We've done classic rock music, TV shows. But tonight we're doing U.S. states. And Dad knows his history. Dad knows about the USA. I think he can definitely do that. And our audience, they're always patiently waiting. They wait. I know you guys. Yeah, you guys wait 3 weeks for it every time we do it.
Thank you.
And I do appreciate it. And Ryan appreciates it.
I love it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but you know what? No more waiting. It's time to do it, Mike. What do you say? Let's do it.
Thank you very much.
It's time to play Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire.
Are you lassoing something?
Tonight's topic, U.S. states. Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Welcome back, Mike. How you feeling tonight? Doing good?
Great.
I hope you're doing good. I hope you're feeling the jet fuel tonight, because these are going to be tough. These questions are going to be a little harder.
I got protein.
Still.
I ate 3 deviled eggs.
You ate hopefully not all in the same sitting, Mike.
Oh yeah, just like 5 minutes ago.
I feel sorry for your wife.
I feel sorry for you guys in the tiger cage.
So he is locked and loaded on double eggs.
He is locked and loaded, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to play Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Mike, it's time for your very first question. How you feeling? You feeling pretty limber?
I'm feeling pretty confident.
All
That's
right.
what I'm thinking.
Okay. Well,
Jason.
your first question.
Is your name Jason?
My name is not Jason. It's still me. It's still Jeremy. Yeah,
oh, okay. Remy.
Okay,
Okay,
all right. Here we go. First question for you tonight. When did the United States become a country? Was it A, 1776, B, 1836, C, 1620, or D, 1492?
I'd say it was like in the 1700s, and that's my final answer.
1776, is that what you're going with?
Well, okay, that's as close as we can determine. Yes.
Historically, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Lock it in.
Scholars still maintain. He is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Mike gets it. Yeah, 1776.
When do you think it started?
Who knows?
When do you think it started?
Who knows? Well,
It's the
okay.
Declaration.
Does
Dude, it's the Declaration of fucking Independence.
Well, yeah,
1776. That's when we became a country. It's pretty obvious.
But it took them. They probably were using.
We're not
that.
talking about the Pilgrim days, man.
You take Thomas Jefferson signed
We're
all
not
that.
splitting
and
hairs.
wrote
Am I
all that.
wrong?
This is the first question.
So did Thomas Jefferson put the date on there before he started scrolling all that shit?
All right.
Or
It was an expiration date.
All right. Well, next question we have for you, dude. I hope this isn't how it's going to go. All right. How many states start with the word new? 3, 4, 5, or 6?
that's a good number. Let's see.
All right, think about it. How many states start with New?
Well, you got New Hampshire. You got New.
All right, let's count them out. Let's count them out. You got New Hampshire. That's 1.
Yep. You got New Hampshire. New York.
New York. That's 2.
New Jersey is 3.
New Jersey's 3.
New Mexico.
New Mexico's 4.
That's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your answer is 4. All right, is he right, ladies and gentlemen? He is right. 4 is the answer. Very good, Dad.
See?
Very good, Dad.
Pay the fuck attention in school.
What about Nebraska?
Yeah.
Nebraska. I'm not familiar with this Nebraska. What
That's
do you
something
speak
you've
of?
seen on the internet, dude. I don't know what that is.
It's
Did you
Shore
say
Acres.
nude?
No,
Nebraska?
Shore Acres. They're starting to diplomatically take over their own streets with the bylaws of
They're
their
wanting
own,
to secede
the own
from the
states
city?
that they're in.
It's kind of like back in the Civil War days. We're going to secede from the Union. We're going to secede from the city.
All right, Mike. Next question.
We're going to have
for you,
our own
bud.
mayor. Who's going to be mayor?
Here we are. Question number 3 for you.
It ain't going to be me because I don't live in it anymore.
Which of these was not one of the original 13 colonies? Was it A, New Jersey, B, Georgia, C, Delaware, or D, Maine? That's New Jersey, Georgia, Delaware, or Maine. Which one of these was not one of the original 13 colonies? Remember, you still have 2 lifelines.
Maine.
Ryan. You're going to go with Maine? All right, Dad's answer is Maine. Ladies and gentlemen, is he going to get it? He is going to get it. Maine is the answer.
You know, you would think
Very,
you would
very
think you would be far-fetched because Georgia's so far south.
Well, and they're all
You
in
know,
a cluster. There's a cluster.
But I mean, it's all East Coast. But
Well, not
was even
Delaware.
Rhode Island? I don't even know who Rhode Island was.
It was. Pretty much anything up the eastern seaboard was.
Well, Maine is up
13
there, but they're
yeah.
way up there.
yeah, but there's...
You guys are far left field. You're a bunch of.
I was trying to
You're
think of the
not
song.
patriots.
Couldn't
Yeah.
think
You're-
of it, though.
Well, they don't really say all that, but anyway. So that very good, Dad. You have 300,000, man. You want to take that and just go
Roll
home,
it.
or you want to? Yeah, okay. You wanna keep
Roll
rolling?
it on the river.
He says, "Let me roll it."
By the
All
way,
right.
Dad, what hotel have you been staying at when we're on set?
Holiday Inn Surfside.
That's
Okay.
right. Sounds like it. All right.
Or no, I don't know. I don't get all the sleep and take the vitamins away, but I did sleep in a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Good.
So
All right.
that's how I'm doing so well.
Here we go. 4th question for you, bud. In which state can you find the Grand Canyon? Is it A, Utah, B, Maine, C, Arizona, or D, Nevada? The Grand Canyon. Is it in Utah, Maine, Arizona, or Nevada? You still have 2 lifelines left.
Well, it's definitely Nevada or Utah, but is that what you, or Arizona?
No, it's
I think
definitely
it's gotta
Utah
be
or Nevada. Oh,
Or did Utah? Did I say?
Utah, Maine, Arizona, or Nevada? Do you want to use a lifeline, or do you want to...
Shit. Let's go with Utah.
You're going to go with
I'll
Utah.
go with a lifeline.
You're going to go with like a lifeline?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to use 50-50 or do you want to use Ryan?
50-50.
You're going to use 50-50. All right. It was either Arizona or Maine.
Oh, well, it ain't Maine. What? Yeah, it's Arizona.
Arizona, is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get it, Mike. It is Arizona. Congratulations. Way to use your lifeline, bud. Pulled you out right at the last minute.
the Grand Canyon's not in Nevada?
No. The Hoover Dam's in Nevada.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Study of... Hey, Tommy, maybe you should go back to school for another 7 years. Learn how to read a map. It says that this delivery is going to...
Is that him and David
says that this
Spade in the
delivery is
car?
going to Columbus, and it says 2 days on it. But
What movie
yeah.
was that?
Columbus
Yeah,
is
Tommy
only
Boy.
1 day away.
Huh?
That's because it's going to Columbus, Georgia, not
Hey,
Columbus,
why don't we
Ohio.
rent a cabin on the side of a hill?
See these things? They're
Idiot.
called states, and the little things are called cities.
Or towns.
There we go. All right. All right, way to go, Dad. You're up to
man.
question number
We used
5.
to have a townhouse on a hill.
Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Of the following states, which is the smallest? Is it A, Texas, B, Montana, C, California, or D, Alaska? Which of these is the smallest? Texas?
Nope.
Montana? California?
Yep. Montana.
You're going to go Montana?
Absolutely.
Absolutely going Absolutely, I'm going Montana. All right, is he right, ladies and gentlemen? He is right. It is Montana. Way to go,
paid
Dad.
attention in certain parts of school.
Certain parts of school. Well, I'm proud of you, buddy. Yeah, I figured, like I said, some of these are going to be tough for you, but he's already exhausted one lifeline. He's exhausted his 50-50. He still has one left in Ryan, so hopefully that'll get him all the way to the end. Ryan's like, fuck, dude, I don't know any of these questions.
Hey, I ain't got
literally
nothing.
cash cab.
I don't have nothing
keep going.
in Ryan.
All right, Ryan says keep going. He's feeling confident. All right, question number 6. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cash cab.
All right, here we go.
These three ladies.
Which state has the longest freshwater shoreline? Freshwater shoreline. Is it A, Wisconsin, B, Michigan, C, Ohio, or D, Illinois?
Man, they're all right around the Great Lake. Ohio has the Ohio River. Goes all the way up to Pittsburgh, I think. Ohio.
Just going to go for Ohio?
Mm-hmm. Well, only because I know that Ohio River goes a long way.
Well, where does the Ohio River empty? Does it empty
well, it
into
goes up
an
in
ocean?
Pennsylvania, like Three Rivers State.
No, river's freshwater for the most part?
Yeah, it's all freshwater.
Okay. So we're going to go Ohio?
Well, I don't... I
think it's Michigan.
Well, I was going to guess right off the bat Wisconsin because they are the state with the most lakes or whatever, I guess. Right?
You think, yeah.
Something like that. And I know Michigan is right on the lake.
Now, Michigan's the glove, the mitten, right?
Well, yeah, it's got Lake Huron.
Right.
So, but
your guts
because those guys, and I'm thinking of Cincinnati, Ohio, because those guys are all on the Great Lakes.
Man, this is tough.
The Ohio River is below them, and it does flow in. So I'm guessing Ohio.
You're gonna go Ohio?
Yeah.
That's the state with the most freshwater shoreline?
Oh, like the longest.
The shoreline, the most shoreline, freshwater
shoreline. Well, California,
state.
You go around the perimeter.
Not from
not
state
rivers,
to state to
not
state.
Rivers.
Which state?
Swamps and stuff, like Louisiana?
We're talking about what single state?
Shorelines, not rivers.
Not rivers.
Shorelines.
Oh, so that one's not
freshwater
about
shorelines.
The bayous of
it's going to be like Michigan. It has to be
not necessarily.
Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, or Illinois. Great Lakes. Who has most of the Great Lakes?
You're saying shoreline. Are you talking about the ocean shoreline or river shoreline? Because think about Louisiana. Like
these are the 4 options.
Obviously, freshwater would be like lakes and shit. So
you're in the right area when you're thinking Ohio or Wisconsin or Illinois or Michigan, because those are the 4 answers that are on for you. Which one of those 4 has the most shoreline freshwater?
From the Great Lakes. Michigan.
All right, he's going Michigan. Mike, you're gonna get it. Michigan, ladies and gentlemen, he gets it.
It's a good thing you're staying at a Holiday Inn Express because we are out of time.
That's the royalty treatment. That was a long walk to that one, man. That was a long walk to that one. But hey, you pulled it out. I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm sorry you got confused with the river thing. I said shoreline in the question. You just didn't hear the shoreline.
Yeah,
part.
way to give him an FCAT question.
I had
bro.
to repeat.
You just held
shoreline.
So
back.
and that just goes to show you, because if you double the shoreline north and south of the Ohio River compared to Michigan.
Well, hey, you still got a couple more questions. You got 600,000. You want to take it? Go home.
Oh yeah,
or you
keep going. Keep going.
All right, here we go. Next question for you. In which state can you find the Yellowstone National Park? A, South Dakota, B, Utah, C, Wyoming, or D, Colorado? Yellowstone National Park. You still have Ryan as a lifeline. Is it in South Dakota?
No, it's in Wyoming or Utah, but I've never been there.
It's either between Utah or Wyoming. Which one do you think? Or do you want,
South Dakota.
Or do you want to use Ryan?
That damn sure ain't New Jersey. Yeah, I'll use you.
Ryan, what do you think, bud?
It's probably south.
I think it's C, Wyoming.
You think it's C,
That's
Wyoming?
that was my first choice.
All right, Ryan picks Wyoming.
Come on, one time.
Ding, ding.
You got it, buddy.
One time.
That's what I was going to go with. But
You got it, bud.
But I figured, so we only got one more left, right?
No, that brings you up to the $700,000 mark.
We don't even have a room comped yet.
Yeah, you don't even have a room comped yet. Good way to put it, buddy. All right, here we go. Moving right along.
I'm out of lifelines. I'm on my yo-yo.
Which state has the biggest population? Is it California, Texas, Florida, or New York? California, Texas.
Oh, I know.
Florida, or New York.
I'll tell you what, it's getting crowded here. But I would say California.
You're going to go California. You are correct, Mike. Right out the gate. Love it, man. Love
Texas
the decision making.
Would they say what second is, or you? Excuse me.
Well, actually,
I would say Texas or New York.
Cali, New York, Texas,
City
Florida.
Actually, I have some stats here for anyone watching on YouTube. The California, it's actually in order. California is 39.6 million. Texas is 29.7 million.
So
Florida is 21.9 million, and New York is 19.3 million.
And I was, to be honest with you,
Thank
I
you
was
for being
thinking
honest.
Texas is a big state, but California is a bigger state.
All right, you got 2 questions
So
left,
I figured
my man.
them, Texas, and then I actually believed that Florida is gaining in population.
Here we go. 2 more questions left, and they're harder still. Let's go. In which state can you find a full-size replica of the Parthenon? A, Florida.
What is a Parthenon? You'll have to.
B, Ohio. C, Virginia. Or D, Tennessee.
Beats the fuck out of me because I don't even know what a Parthenon is.
Parthenon is it's from Greece. One of the ancient structures in Greece, the Parthenon. Right?
Oh, you're talking about the building with the columns?
Yeah, the Parthenon. Yeah, and there's a full size replica in one of the following states. It's either Florida, Ohio, Virginia, or Tennessee.
Tennessee.
You're going to go Tennessee.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. He says Tennessee, and he is correct. Way to go, Mike.
What the heck? How do you... What, did you go?
He gives.
Did you go to the Parthenon?
He gives, man.
I can't talk about it.
Tennessee?
Oh,
dude.
That's
Oh,
when
he
I was
can't talk
working
about
for
it.
the Department of Energy.
All right, Mike.
Out of Knoxville.
You got a lot of energy.
You have no lifelines left, my man, but you are only 1 question away. You have 900,000. You want to take it and just leave or go for the million?
Well, I might as well go for it because if I take it and leave, I ain't going to get a check in the mail anyway because I've been waiting forever. Joel ain't even got his yet.
Well, you got to find a place that
we need to be talking
podcast
to the
checks.
executive producers of that game.
I will. Last question. Which state does not have a seatbelt law for adults? Is it A, New Hampshire?
Nope.
B, New York? C, Georgia?
Maybe.
Or D, Texas?
Well, them last two.
Which one
Them
does...
last two choices kind of
3 of these have seatbelt laws. One of them does not.
So, Texas has a bunch of, you need to be getting in them dunes and getting out of the trouble real quick. And I ain't got time putting no damn
But Georgia,
Yeah, they're up in them mountains hunting them deer illegally at night, spotlighting them and stuff like that.
New York, you don't go very fast.
That's true. You got to think about traffic and
No,
being
you can
constrained by those things all the time.
You can just,
For the most part, yeah.
The first two, you don't even
New Hampshire.
It's,
No? Yeah.
They're too bright.
Yeah.
They're brighter in Texas and Georgia.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
Well.
So who doesn't have the seatbelt law, Mike? For adults, 18 and older, there is no seatbelt law. You're going to go with Texas? Mm-hmm. You have no lifelines left, so your only answer is your only answer. Texas
well, they're probably more like New Hampshire, live or die, live free or die.
There you go, right. But you're going to go Texas?
Texas.
All right.
Are you kidding?
It's New Hampshire, bro.
I was like, it might have been.
It's
They're
New
so
Hampshire?
calm up there. There's not that many people, right? I mean,
it
you
is
got to
new.
think about
The
how many
live free or die state.
You gotta
That's why
think
they
about-
call it live free
allow
or die,
them-
man.
I
Yeah.
was thinking you got to think about how many cars are up in New Hampshire versus the
Oh,
rest
they
of
don't.
the
They're
rest.
not required to wear seatbelts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're the
wow.
only state that doesn't
Wow.
require a
I
seatbelt
don't even
law.
know what my thinking is because I talked about them. I said it in the thing.
Well, hey, man,
Hey,
you
don't
did
beat
great.
yourself up about it.
You got pretty close, man. You got 9 out of 10 correct tonight, dude. You almost got to the million. I'm proud of you.
Thank
and
you.
you're still staying in a Holiday
Thank you,
Inn
thank you.
Express.
Holiday Express. I'll learn more when I check back in tonight.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so
everybody.
much. That was.
Thank you for watching the show.
That's right. We still have one more segment coming up, so don't go anywhere. This was Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire on They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Don't go anywhere. We still have Did You Know That coming up. Ryan, what do you say, bud?
We got to go to wardrobe. We'll be right back.
All right. Go grab
Yeah, I
this.
gotta get my makeup done.
We'll see you guys
Ain't
later.
it pretty?
All right. Bye-bye. Well, hello there. Welcome back.
Happy Easter. Hello there.
Happy Easter. Welcome back. They Call Us the Breeze, episode 39. Not quite yet 40, but still feeling like it.
Yeah.
Still feeling
This
it.
is our special Easter edition. We never take a day off.
That's right. We
I like
never,
39
absolutely.
because 3 squared is 9.
That's 3 years older than me, and it's tough. It's
24/7.
That just means that we've literally just been doing this again for 40. I mean, 40 weeks if you count the pilot episode, and then even more weeks if you count the weeks before. But Jesus,
Wow.
God, we're still here. We're still doing it. Ryan just insisted we did the show tonight. I told him it was probably not the best idea because of it being Easter Sunday and everything like that. I said let's just skip the goddamn thing, but he insisted, and that's why we're here. And
We had to.
We did. It's been a great episode. Make sure you go back
at the end of the night.
Yep. If you're just watching on YouTube, make sure you go back and check us out. And if you haven't watched us on YouTube, if you're only listening when the podcast comes out, make sure you're actually going to YouTube and subscribing to Tiger Cage Media, our channel. That way you can get updates from us. And, of course, our sister podcast, Is This Football? Every time they do anything as well. And then, of course, like the pages on Facebook, so.
And for most podcasts, if you enjoy it, tell 7 of your best friends.
7 of your best friends? Yeah.
And they'll tell 7 of their best friends.
And so on and so on. Well,
You'll
guys,
find,
before we go tonight.
It'll be like a multi-level marketing before you look.
Flip it upside down. It's called a pyramid.
It's pyramid scheme,
It's a
Frank.
pyramid, Mike. Come on.
Inverted, like we have in St. Pete.
All right. Well, guys, before we go tonight, a little Did You Know That, right? A little Did You Know That? Tonight, I have a little Did You Know That? It's some classic TV. Did you know that? It's some new TV, and it's a little bit of everything in between. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, and I love this segment. I haven't done it in a couple episodes, so it's time to go. Let's go.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Can you believe it?
Russell, did you realize that?
No, I did not realize that.
And I learned something today.
No idea.
That's right.
Did you know that?
All right.
I had no clue.
All right, guys. Well, the first one I have for you, a little bit of Brady Bunch shit. Who doesn't love the Brady Bunch, right? It's a story of a lovely lady, who was raising 3 very lovely girls. They all had hair of gold, like their mothers, and one of them had curls. But yeah, so the backyard, right? Remember the backyard? AstroTurf, a little bit of fence. Sometimes the kid would be playing football out there, and Alice would, slide that screen door open and yell out to the kids, "Hey kids, come on, it's time for meatloaf."
Who was the butcher on that show?
Sam. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. So you open the fucking sliding door, right? Mm-hmm. There was no glass, obviously, right? Because of lighting and because of the glare that you would get off of the glass, there was actually no glass
Just a frame
at all. It was just a frame. So every time Alice would open the door, Mom and Dad would come opening the door. Literally could have walked right through it. And
now I'm going to have to watch those back.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting because the cameras back then, they probably didn't have the technology to be able to dim the glare. Or they probably didn't have the...
Or you don't have films.
Now, also think about like this, though. Newer, probably, late 90s, that 70s show, remember a lot of that stuff happened out in the driveway and there were people going in and out of that obviously it was glass when they were in the kitchen because you could see a little bit of a glare on purpose that it made it look like glass. But when they did the outdoor shots, I wonder, you know what I mean? I might have to look back and see if
Eric and his dad,
I don't know if they
driveway?
ever really, when they're looking at the garage, showed the
I
right.
don't remember that show. People looking out.
No, when they're playing like basketball and
But-
stuff.
Oh yeah.
But or if they're
And the
making out on the
porch.
porch, yeah, exactly. But another part about Brady Bunch, another fun little fact before we move on, the bathroom scenes. There was never a toilet or an illusion of space for a toilet in the bathroom scenes when the kids would be getting ready together or something and arguing about something. Let's say Jan and Marcia, or maybe Peter and Marcia would be in the bathroom. And they would be in the mirror. You remember those scenes in the show?
What studios did they film those at?
I'm sure it probably would have been like
been
CBS
right?
or NBC, one of the two. And back in those days, obviously censors would not allow.
All that was in California,
and
obviously.
none of them would allow toilets being shown.
Yeah, I bet it did not test well having
a lot
toilet.
of that.
Yeah.
A lot
in
of
a
that stuff
scene
was
that's
in
very fun.
But everything's got palm trees.
The fun fact is the set itself didn't even have like an illusion of space for a toilet. It was literally just like the shower and then like a wall, and then it was two doors on either side.
Who filmed? Who was a production company?
Did you know that?
Universal.
Next one I have for you is Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island, right? We love that fucking show.
I've seen him on Smart News lately.
Oh yeah, well, fun.
Say he's like 103 years old, or somebody.
Remedy. Holy hell. Well, fun fact about Gilligan's Island, if you go back to the first season and watch the first season, the opening for the first season was shot during just after the assassination of JFK. So when the boat, the USS Minnow or whatever it was called, I think it was Minnow, right?
Yep.
And as it's sailing out in the opening credits before they get to like the storm and everything like that, because remember the long one, it was a lot longer of an intro in the first season than they shortened it up. So when it shows the boat actually leaving like all the ports in the beginning of the intro, all the flags in the shots are at half mast.
Okay.
Because of the JFK assassination. It happened literally a day or two before they started filming.
If you watch all the episodes,
if you see the long version of the intro, you'll see as they're sailing out of the actual origin, their point of origin, their point of departure, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
that is some homework.
Yeah,
a little bit of homework.
Did you know that?
Spock, Star Trek, right? I know. We're not really Star Trek fans here, but remember,
I'm not any.
Spock had the pointy ears.
Star Wars.
He was from the planet Vulcan or whatever, and he did the V.
I can't do it.
And he also had he also had very pointy eyebrows. They used to tape his eyebrows up.
Really?
Yeah, to make them real pointy. So his ears and he almost didn't get approved because the network said he looked too much like Satan. So they asked the producer of the show, the writers, the original guys that created the show as they were filming, they're like, we need to change this. And they're like, no, this is the one thing we absolutely will not change. This is the way this character looks.
And they were
saying he looked like Satan.
I mean, where was he from? What were they called? Vulcans,
yeah. So they were like, no, he looks satanic. We have to change this. And they were like, absolutely not. We can't.
I'm glad that they stuck
no
to their
matter
guns.
how smart you think you are in whatever business that you're in.
Yeah, you never know what's going to hit.
That's why we have a U.S. Supreme Court with a lot of justices.
Well, I mean, that's why
I
don't
know if it went to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, that's why we have the internet nowadays to
but
shame.
That's why I'm saying you have a big production company, and no, I think that looks really. No, I wouldn't. No, that looks right. That's right. Am I wrong? Is that right?
No, you're right.
You know, the pointy eyebrows, and I mean, how long was that on the air?
No, and it worked, and it was a big fucking thing for fandom.
Is he not one of the most, other than Captain Kirk, it's Spock.
Yeah, or George Takei, the Asian guy. Yeah, exactly. Those are the only three that I know from like the original lineup.
But if you were to bring it down to two.
Oh my God, Professor Xavier, I knew you existed.
All right, next one we have for you guys.
Did you know that?
The $70 show. That $70 show. So speaking of 70s show, as I was mentioning earlier,
I think I might have.
The guy who wrote the song, the guy who played Alex Chilton, our boy Alex Chilton, right? Replacements wrote a song about him. The leader and writer of Big Star back in the 70s. He wrote the song "In the Streets" is what it was called. The hanging out on the street, same old thing we used to, not a thing to. He wrote that song.
Not a song.
So whenever that song plays, still to this day, whenever they air that episode. If they do air that episode, he gets $70 exactly for $70, 70 show, $70. So
goodness.
he actually he sarcastically just refers to it as that $70 show whenever he talks about it to his friends or in interviews or whatever.
Holy smokes. So he must be making...
I mean, he's also from Big Star, and he's also a producer, and he doesn't need it, but I'm just saying he gets $70 exactly, which is a funny number because of the title of the show. Muppet Lefties, that's next. Muppet Lefties, so Muppets, right? The Muppet Show.
Did you know that?
They're always left-handed. A lot of the Muppets. A lot of the puppets.
That would be this hand.
They're all left. When you look at them on camera, on your right, their hand,
If
that's the one that's always moving.
I throw it this way, and I throw it left-handed.
And you're the exception, but most of us are right-handed. Right?
I'm right-handed.
Yeah. So but just you do a couple things left-handed, like throw a baseball, and you also hit left-handed.
Yeah, baseball and golf.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, a lot of the puppeteers were right-handed, like most people. So you have your right hand up the puppet's ass to do the mouth. And then their left hand would usually be controlling the little stick that had the over-exaggerated arm, and then the other arm would just kind of lay limp unless they'd grab it and do something with it. But usually it would just lay limp. So most of the Muppets are obviously left-handed because of that, because it was the person's left hand controlling it. So I guess if you look back in Muppet culture... Because
they were using their right hand to do most of the work.
Most of the talking and all that stuff. So if you look back in Muppet culture at some of the many thousands of episodes of the Muppets and the movies and stuff, you'll probably see a lot of left-handed action. I thought that was pretty cool.
I knew I had a connection.
Hey, you ever tried puppeteering?
That shout out
no, but I had a connection to those. I liked those Muppet characters when I was a little kid, and I was like, oh, they're just like me.
That shit is cool. I talked about it before on this podcast, but the dirty version of the Muppets. Don't get
the wrong idea.
Where they do the Muppets After Dark, like the studio that does the dirty versions with Muppets, and it's actually Jim Henson's son that produces it. And it's not like dirty like that, but like they swear like South Park, and it's kind of for adults and it's funny. And,
I never watched that.
What was that?
I don't really watch any of it.
One movie. I don't remember what it was called.
I watched the regular Muppets.
Like the Sunshine Kids or some shit like that. I don't remember. All right, well, another one for you. Pebbles' Payday. Okay? The Flintstones, Pebbles, their beloved daughter, little orange hair. She had the little dinosaur bone for the little bow. You remember Pebbles, right?
Pebbles and Bang Bang.
Did you know that?
So Pebbles was originally supposed to be a boy. Now just think about that. You know what I mean? They were going to have two boys running around, right? Boy, that doesn't even solve it.
Well, no.
Because you have Bam
Pebbles
Bam.
And Bam Bam.
Bam
was Barney's kid.
Yeah, Barney and Betty. Betty
so
Rubble.
They both only had one kid.
Yeah, they each but Pebbles was supposed to be a boy as well.
But they had a pet dinosaur.
Dino. Now why do you think they might have last minute changed the idea to have Pebbles be a girl? Well, I'll tell you why, Mike. Corporate greed. That's why, buddy. Because some toy company said, hey, no. You got to make the little one a girl because we can make a doll and we'll sell a fucking fortune of these little dolls of Pebbles. And they were like, all right. So at the last minute, Joe Barbera, switched her out to be a girl. First 2 months of the show's existence, first 2 months of having the dolls on the line, shitty little dolls. We're talking about 60s, maybe 70s that cartoon was. 60s probably. Shitty little doll, but Pebbles dolls. First 2 months, $3 million back in that day. So some asshole was right. You know what I'm saying?
Good call, whoever that guy was.
Yeah, so that's why Pebbles is a girl instead of a boy, and I did not know that.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
We're full of
3 million
full of fun facts over here at the
3 million units sold.
$3 million.
$3 million. I mean, you got to think this back in the 60s, probably 50s or 60s, whenever the Flintstones came out.
I mean,
whenever the Flintstones came out.
I was born in 60 and as long as I can remember.
All right, guys. Well, got a couple more for you guys.
Just
if you want
thinking if it was 3 million units sold.
I got a couple more for you. You want them?
Yeah. History stuff? Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that was interesting, I thought.
Ron Howard. You know Ron.
Yep.
Richie Cunningham.
Did you know that?
Richie Cunningham, right?
Happy Days. And went right from there to producing.
Oh yeah, directed many hit films. Absolutely,
yes.
huge guy. Ron Howard. Guess how he got his role, or why he decided to get his role on
as Opie?
not as Opie, but as Richie Cunningham. The reason, now come on, think about maybe the timing. Maybe he was trying to avoid something.
Well, it was the 80s.
No. Happy Days?
Yeah. Well, when the show came out. Oh, no. It was when I was in junior high school. That would have been, I was in 7th grade. And I was born in 1960. So, 7 plus 5 is 12.
I'll answer your question.
1974. Right?
Dad, please shut up. Please shut up!
All right, so Ron Howard chose to do the role of Richie Cunningham to avoid being drafted into the Vietnam War. That's the reason he decided to take the role as Richie Cunningham.
That did not start in the 60s.
This is absolute fact. This is 100%. Ron Howard accepted the role of Richie Cunningham on Happy Days to avoid being drafted into the Vietnam War. And according to Ron, he said he had a horrible draft number. It was either 41 or 42, according to his memory. He said he had just been accepted into UCS, University of California South, I guess.
Southern California.
School of Cinematic Arts. He had just been accepted into that, but at this point, the government no longer was accepting college as deferment. So it was only work deferment that you could get. So he's like, he was offered that role. He didn't really necessarily want to do it.
What years are you talking about?
It had to have been late 60s, whenever fucking Vietnam drafted.
Yeah, but the Happy Days didn't come on until like when I was in junior high school, and I was born in 1960. I'm talking like
so you're
early 70s.
It's false.
The Vietnam War was almost over.
So is it false, you think?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's the information I got, bud.
No.
I don't know what to tell you, bud. I mean, maybe
you know what? Make a call to your lawyer.
Fonzie,
I can think, we will look this up for a future edit, but all I can think is maybe the editor of this article.
When I was in 7th grade. Okay,
perhaps the editor of this article fucked up and meant the Andy Griffith show?
Nope. Happy Days had to come out when I was in 7th grade. Because I spent 7th grade and 8th grade. I think we go with the out at
dude
West Manchester.
That wrote the article that checked his facts.
Yeah, let's probably just go with the dude that wrote the fucking article, I think.
I mean, he publishes it and it's false. He doesn't have a job. I don't think he's going to publish something that's not false.
60 what? No, Happy Days didn't come on
that one.
All right. Well, the last one I have for you guys before we go tonight, and thank you guys so much for listening.
Dad just becomes like a blog vigilante.
Last
and just
one
shuts people down.
for Cheers.
They'll fucking come after you.
Did you know that?
It ain't personal. It's
so the last one I have for you on Did You Know That tonight, Ted Danson, he went to bartending school for the role of Sam on Cheers. He actually took the time out of his day, and he not recommended by anybody, but he went and
just so he can do his part.
He wanted to be like, I wanted to look like what I was doing. Yeah. So he went for
That's smart.
He went for about two months, I think he said, or 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that, somewhere in between. And he actually went and learned how to make all these drinks and shit. And he said he got back there, and he said once he got back behind the bar, first off, he said he hated being behind the bar, and the producers and director really had to be like, you look great back there. Don't worry about it. He said he felt so awkward standing that far away from like the set and also being corralled like that. And I guess I could kind of picture that. But he said
it was a different world behind the bar.
He said he had practiced, but he was making all these drinks. He said he was doing all sorts of stuff, like he was making like grasshoppers and Manhattans and all these, classic drinks and shit. And they literally said they don't give a shit. They just want their jokes said well. So just make sure you're just reading your fucking lines, and they can't even see your hands half the time. Like,
so just pay attention to.
Yeah, if you think about it, though, it's like now in hindsight, right? It's like these execs.
Yeah,
they don't know. They just get the drinks ordered, so like they don't understand. Like, which good on you, Ted.
Sam,
that is
pay attention
awesome.
to the two drunks in the corner of the bar that Carla's talking to, Norm and Cliff.
He tried to make it real, and you got to appreciate the effort for that, but it just wasn't, that necessary. But,
I'd bet my bottom dollar that, like,
did you know
he
that?
Probably has people over for like hosts parties, and he like still remembers some of those drinks, and he says out loud, he's like, you know what?
I can go make them
I can go make that. And they didn't give a shit about the fucking, those executives didn't know that. Yeah.
Well, guys, I think it's about time we get the hell out of here, right?
Yeah.
It's late, man. What time is it? I don't even know. Shit. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 39. If they call us the Breeds, that's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did out there. Happy Easter to you.
Thanks for sticking around.
Happy Easter. Thanks
Make
for
sure you tell all your
us.
friends. For every one of you out there listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't, and we appreciate it. And like the YouTube page, like the Facebook page. We'll see you guys next week, so don't go anywhere. Same bad time, same bad channel. Tiger Cage Media. Ryan, what do you say?
We will be back on schedule next week.
We'll be back.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you. Bye-bye.